podcast.
Ready, Jonesy? Okay. Hello, Patreon family. It is I, T and Jonesy.
What's happening, Patreoners? Can we give them a nickname?
Our patrons.
Yeah, our Patreoners.
Patreoners.
Patreoners. No, on-ers, like Patreoners.
Patreoners.
Yeah, like 49ers, but Patreoners.
We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it.
Our club attendants. Our clubbies.
Our club members.
That's too professional.
Well, you're
Too black and white.
You're either a free member, a club member, or a VIP member.
Y'all my clubbies.
Our members.
That could be my clubbies.
Okay.
Jonesy clubbies.
Wait. Our clubbies.
Oh yeah, they could be our club members, and then within our club members, it's Jonesy clubbies. No,
you don't want to just do our clubbies.
They could be our clubbies. I didn't think you like clubbies. That's why I changed it to Jonesy clubbies.
Well, you was talking about Patreoners. I ain't like that one. You know, the dude.
They could be our clubbies. I'm cool with that. I just ain't think you like clubbies.
Have you seen the dude that say "ers" at the end of all his words?
Ers.
I love hers, and she be begging more's, and I don't like her like lessers. You never heard of him?
What the hell did you just say?
Exactly. That's how he talk. Everything is with a at the end. ER.
No.
I'll be smacking bootiers. More bootiers than everybodyers.
No.
That's how he talk.
Dumbass. The boom bink the.
Drewski had him on his show. Could have been. That's where a lot of people found him, but I found him off TikTok. He used to just do stupid dances with his shirt off.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
There's this guy out in EC. Shout out my guy 5. Everything starts with a Z. You know, you Zulin.
Okay.
Zulin with your zomies.
Okay.
Drinking Zasamigos. Yeah.
Does his name start with a Z? I don't
know. I don't know.
So his name Chris.
I don't know. I don't know his real name.
He exists.
Does he exist?
He exists.
He's a Zis.
Chris, Zis. It got to be Zis, right?
I don't think so.
How do you say it with a Z?
Chris would be Zis.
Nigga, I just said
Zis
that.
Chris, yeah, okay. I ain't pick up what you was getting at.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we out here on the Zodcast. Shout out my guys, man. I love EC.
Yeah, so we doing things a little bit different this season. I have a surgery soon coming up in September, and so because I love you all and I would love to end the pod season 6 Realer Than Real with you all before the surgery, we're going to be posting 2 episodes a week. And my Patreon people, you will still get the special sauce. Anything personal, anything spicy, anything salacious that we talk about on the 2nd episode will be cut out. And you can only hear those takes in the Patreon, the full extended unedited episode. So the 2nd episode that drops on Friday will be free to the public, but you only can watch it on Patreon. So you got to create an account. You can choose free, or you can support the pod to watch and get that 2nd episode. But it will be censored.
I'm finna troll the hell out of you. You know how you've been saying how you getting surgery?
Yes.
I'm finna tell everybody you getting a dick.
That's cool.
I'm finna tell her.
I'll go with it. I'll go with it. I like funny, stupid shit like that. I'll go with it.
Be like, yeah, man, she out getting a dick, bro.
You know how many people gonna believe you just because they don't like me?
Oh, so many people. So many people finna run with this. I'm finna think of how I can really like stage it too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this finna be my next troll.
I'm transitioning.
You transitioning to a new man.
Yeah. My name would be.
Yeah, what's your boy name? Got to be some fire shit too.
My mind went to Trevor, but I feel like that's too Caucasian.
Extremely Caucasian.
But I don't want to be too black with it and say like Trayvon or, Trey. I don't want to be too simple, but I think Trey should be it.
Trey cool. It fit you.
It.
Just spell it Tartrae. Yeah. What the fuck was I finna spell?
I don't know. Zace.
I don't know what the fuck I was finna spell.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple of things we're gonna talk about because that episode with Butter, we couldn't get into too many hot topics, so we're gonna do it in this episode.
Oh yeah, we couldn't.
It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit, man. So we're gonna start with the real serious shit first, and then get to the funny shit.
What real serious happened? What happened?
It was a school shooting in Georgia. The school shooter's name is Colin Gray. And Colin Gray and his father were both charged and arrested for a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Manslaughter, murder, all that good stuff. There were people that did lose their life from this school shooting. And
I'm glad they charged the parents.
So the tricky thing about the thing with the father is the son had posted like school shooting, murder related things on his Facebook. I want to say it was Facebook.
Right.
He posted on social media, and so the authorities came to their house to check in on that.
Mm-hmm.
And made it seem like everything was cool, everything's fine.
Right.
And so the pops, then dude's dad, went to go buy him an AR.
After that.
And so that son used that gun to go shoot up the school.
Do we know why he bought him a gun after that? Was that ever discovered?
I don't think that part has been discovered. I'm sure through conversations while being detained, they'll ask those questions. But they did learn that the father purchased the gun for him after the whole threats online.
Okay.
So they got it's so much stuff that I'm picking up still because it's this just happened. And so Twitter is going to Twitter, but it's so much stuff coming out that we get to get an insight on this boy as quick as fuck because everything has been online with his behaviors.
Right.
Supposedly he has a bad household, like it's not healthy, and his mom called the school like 30 minutes before it happened to just say, hey, I'm scared for his mental health or whatever. Check in on my son. So I guess they tried to go find Buddy, and it's another child that either has a name similar to him too. So I guess they had a hard time trying to find him, but they couldn't find either of the students. And
they're already in school when they can't find them.
They're already in school. They said that the phone call from the mom in the school lasted 10 minutes, and then like 20 minutes later, that's when it started.
What the fuck is going on?
They said the grandma, she's been very vocal about his mental state and just being in that household. So,
I'm confused.
They're creating a great case for the son to seem as if he needs help.
He does need help.
And he came from a bad upbringing.
Okay.
In the household that he's in.
He definitely needs help. No sane person is gonna go shoot up a school.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. The timeline of events just doesn't make sense to me. And how old is he? How old is this kid?
High school. So I think a freshman.
14. Why is he buying his 14-year-old son? This isn't making sense.
It's still from middle school, and then he went to high school. Did it in high school.
Well,
that's all I've been picking up so far. I'm sure way more details are going to come out by the time this drops. Much more probably has came out about him.
Yeah, it says this is the newest thing. Georgia school shooter's father claims son was called gay, constantly bullied.
It's always that.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm just glad that they're charging the parents too. Yeah. I always said like it should be thresholds of like child crime, where it's like if they do certain type of crimes, it only falls on the kids. But after a certain level, the parents got to go in too. School shootings are one of those.
Especially if you're this connected to it.
100%. You bought him the gun. Yeah. You sent him to school knowing he's probably going through a mental health crisis.
But that's the thing that I've been saying since starting this pod is that parents skate by and no one holds them accountable. If they don't get caught for being a shitty parent, they can continue to be shitty parents, and we have to deal with healing ourselves from our childhood. And if we don't, we get called weak, we get called irresponsible, we get called all of these things, but no one checks in on the parents and hold them accountable throughout the entire time of us having to endure what they put us through.
We need to start having talks that's based around what's differentiating between an excuse and a reason.
Yeah.
Because there are reasons that prevent parents from being present.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's too many excuses being said in a lot of these spaces.
Now, do you think that it's an excuse? Just using Colin Gray, because
Okay.
I do think he needs to be under the jail.
100%.
Father under the
Parents
jail.
do too, both parents.
I don't know what the mom's does. All I know is what the dad did. So I don't know yet, but I'm just going to assume she should be under the jail too.
Every adult in that house should go to prison.
So put that out there first.
Let me see what kind of gun he had. Because if he walking through the front door with a goddamn AR, bro, like every adult in that house should be charged. Because I ain't nothing you can just sneak through the front door. They not showing nothing. Now, is this the same case where they said you couldn't search him on Twitter? Because they said, Elon Musk made it to where
mute his name.
Yeah, he was trying to mute the kid's name.
Yeah.
They only say AR-15 style rifle. I'm confused. I kind of get why conspiracy theorists exist, but just talking about what's given, all them adults need to be in jail. And why ain't schools in the hood getting shot up?
I just feel like the school failed the kids too. If you get a warning before, immediately shut the school down.
100%, especially something like that.
Yeah, that's damn near a bomb threat. Like immediately shut the school down. Why are we continuing on? As soon as his mama call and say something out, Colin, shut this shit down.
Because you already know the administrators know who the kid is.
Yeah.
They already did the whole little Facebook shit, so you already know group chats going crazy. They probably making memes about the shit. Mm-hmm. Then the mama call and say, "Hey, my son on the way up there, and he just had a bad day."
Yep.
Shut all this shit down.
Yep.
Send everybody home. Don't let them into school. Kids aren't protected, bro. Kids need better adults. From the parents to the schools, everything. Kids need better adults. And stuff like this just shouldn't happen.
What else is on the docket?
Yeah, what else we got, man? What else happened?
Prayers up to those.
More prayers?
No, just to everybody that experienced that school shooting.
Oh.
That has to be so traumatizing.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. My high school had a shooting, but it was before I went there.
Oh.
Like, they was on CNN and everything. Like, buddy got shot. Buddy got shot in front of the school. Like, killed.
Like the police shot him, or
no, another kid. Yeah.
Okay. I heard this.
It started you probably did on my. I think I told that story on TikTok at this point when Neil got shot in front of Lou Wallace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it started in the neighborhood. It led to school. School was going to start in probably 20, 30 minutes. Buddy got shot right in front of it.
That's tough.
I was in the 4th grade. Mm-hmm. He died, buddy went to jail. All that shit. It was sad as hell. His family moved to Arizona.
Damn.
You got to move after some shit like that. You send your kid to school and they get shot, bro. Over some, yeah. There's more to the story that I would like to reconfirm before I give my, yeah. But
I'm over here like, damn, was it plans to move to Arizona before the shooting or after the shooting? Because that gotta suck if it was before and y'all was planning this and it was too late.
Yeah, no, it sounded like some after shit. They was having problems in the neighborhood, and then the problems led to school. Because neither one of the dudes was like street niggas.
Yeah.
But 2002 Gary, everybody outside. 2002 Gary, everybody looked like a fucking thug. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy. Big ass jeans. Everybody want to carry guns.
I feel for the people that wore certain brands when we were younger, like Echo.
Hey, come on, man.
Echo was crazy. Feli's was crazy.
Well, yeah, you a little younger than me. I was gonna say, Echo, you putting that shit on.
For y'all.
Yeah, Echo was the shit for us.
Older, my time, no.
No, Echo was crackhead fashion by the time it got to y'all.
Brand
yeah.
Feli's was probably hard as hell for y'all.
Yep.
No. You wear that shit when
very quick though. Like Feli's was like 6th grade. Feli's was really only Feli's had a little run. I can't even cap because my niggas in high school was still wearing those.
It's the fucking hefty ass tongue.
No, them some thick ass shoes. Them soles was thick as hell. They feel like platform shoes.
Do you think that a brand in the past probably couldn't stand the test of time and just be like a classic now because a celebrity didn't take it and try to make it cool. So like FUBU, Ralph Lauren, True Religion, Baby Fat.
True Religion coming back around.
I'm saying like all of those that I've named,
Mm-hmm.
celebrities came behind that brand. They was rocking that shit like it was cool.
Man, I came behind FUBU in 2016. Give me my credit. Okay. But we can move on.
Like, yeah, I don't know too many niggas that was wearing Echo, like as a celebrity, somebody with a following that was wearing that. It's like, this shit cool, rock it.
And you think we need celebrities to bring back the older brands?
I'm saying, do we think that the ones that have not stood the test of time is because the celebrity didn't bag it?
It could play a part. Or they could have not kept up with the times.
Still with the times?
Nietzsche kept making them fat ass jeans when skinny jeans started to become a thing.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah. Fashion is fashion. Like, it ain't gonna be that one like staple. If you ain't already then got it with like Nike and Adidas and shit, your brand is gonna come and go.
Okay.
And that's cool. Cause sometimes, it's fashion. Nietzsche had their run. Carl Kanai had his run back in the day. Hopefully you could end up in a store like Macy's so your stuff can be timeless.
Okay.
Like Polo. Love a good Polo hoodie. Hey, do kids not wear Polo, man? Like, what's like what y'all really be man, Super tried to roast me for wearing Polo. I'm like, man, you tripping.
That's some old nigga shit.
Really?
That's definitely y'all now.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna never stop, but that's crazy.
I'm not that far away from you, but I'm pretty far away from you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all should still be wearing Polo. Like, at least Polo.
Nah.
Y'all don't like Polo tees?
Nah.
Like just plain regular Polo t-shirts?
Nah, I think Tommy Hilfiger probably replace Polo right now.
Y'all wearing Tommy? I mean, I wear Tommy, but
we shouldn't. But yeah,
that's crazy.
I've seen people wear that over Polo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If anything, I feel like Crocs low key it's gonna be a sleeper and take over as far as like the Polo shit logo on it.
Nah,
I think Crocs might sneak and take it.
Nah, Crocs don't have that. I feel like Crocs will have like stuff like this, like hoodies and sweatpants and stuff.
I feel like Crocs
I don't think it'll take over Polo.
Take over if they just make some shit that a lot of people wear now.
Or I mean, yeah, they could fuck around and be like Carhartt.
I used to go to Crocs when I was trying to figure out my style after college, and I wore like the Crocs polos and shit with loafers and whatever.
What a lame. That's lame. That's embarrassing coming from me.
So I saw this interesting post on Instagram from how do you pronounce his last name?
I'm glad you found it on Instagram and not Facebook.
Javon Quinerly. He was a very popular high school basketball player of my time, like my age group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was a part of the group Jelly Fam.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody remember Jelly Fam, but they had this way that they would finesse their layups, how they would finish their layups, and they would call it jelly. And they
did a finger roll.
Pretty much.
They did a finger roll.
They finger roll.
They did a finger roll.
Their finger roll was definitely way more complex than just that. It was.
That's cool. I give it to y'all and to the few of the up and unders, but that shit was a finger roll.
Well, he was a real core member that created
the finger roll.
Created the jelly roll, the jelly, and he posted and declared retiring from basketball. Right. So I'm gonna just read some of it.
He's got to be at the oldest 28.
No, he ain't that old.
I was gonna say at the oldest he's 28 because he's way behind me.
Here's the kicker.
Okay,
he's retired from basketball, but he just pretty much. Let me see if he graduated college. It's either he hasn't graduated or he just graduated.
Because I'm like, yeah, it sounds like he'll just be graduating college within like the last 3 years.
So he was a part of that whole like COVID babies, when COVID just gave us a bunch of more eligibility years. So he's been in college for a minute. His last team, I want to say, is Alabama, and he was part of the. Did he win with Alabama?
Nope. Bet you he didn't. Because I'm a hater.
So 2023, 2024, he's on. This is Memphis roster.
The Tigers.
Yeah.
It's like Memphis. Yeah, that's Memphis. What he post though? What he do?
So he said, to the majority, I will always be remembered as a failure. But while that may be the case in basketball, they say that greatest successes in life often emerge from the most difficult setbacks. I am fortunate to have earned over 7 figures in NIL while playing college ball, and I'm quite eager to take advantage of the head start that has given me. And to have the opportunity to discover more about this incredible world and all that it has to offer. And to be able to identify myself as someone other than a basketball player for the first time. And then lastly, he says, I apologize to those I have let down and will always be grateful to those who have had faith in me. However, I'm taking a different approach, a different route now, and one that should provide me happiness and the ability to love myself again.
Okay.
So, you ever heard of a person that retires from basketball that never played it professionally? And this is me assuming he hasn't played overseas. I know everyone.
And I'm giving it real thought.
Yes.
Because, niggas talk a lot.
Yes.
So I'm giving this real thought.
Someone to this magnitude to where we care that you're not playing basketball anymore. Not someone that, like, he's actually went to D1 powerhouse schools.
1.
Okay.
He retired from overseas professional shit.
Okay.
That's it.
So he played overseas.
Yeah.
So he did
play.
So
you said no professional. That's right. Because overseas is professional. No professional. I even know niggas that played and won that didn't retire. No. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. I'm going to say no.
So it was off-putting just thinking about that from his post. Because I love his post. I love it for a multitude of reasons.
Does he make basketball content? Is he like the professor? Because if the professor came out and said he was retiring, I'd be like, I get it. Now, if he just out here going from team to team and he been a free agent for the last 6 years and said I'm retiring, now it looks funny.
Yeah, he's been team.
Yeah, nah. You just retired semi-pro football.
So
do your age group got that?
What?
Them semi-pro football playing niggas?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering. I just thought it ended with us. We could talk about them next.
No, he pretty much just makes... I'm going through his Instagram. It's just pictures and just posts of playing basketball. Yeah, he's at Memphis now.
He never played overseas?
Nah, because he was in college.
Basketball always confused me.
So, he talked about how people would say that he's a failure because he wasn't able to take it to the highest level, professional ball. But I would like to say I've made 7 figures from NIL. And this was a great head start for me. That's what he said, right? And so a lot of people have their viewpoints on NIL.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't really per se have a side, but the people that are against NIL, they say that the kids don't take this opportunity of playing sports as serious as they should, and they're more so just doing it for the money now, since they can get paid from the likeness and image.
Right.
So to know that was included in his retirement post, hey, I ain't do shit. I ain't do the shit that y'all thought I should do.
Right.
But I did make a bag.
I got this money.
I got this bag, and this bag gonna help me figure out what's next for me.
Okay.
I think that kind of helps the people that's against NIL's case.
Mm-hmm.
But also does a disservice to the actuality, because I would like to call myself the stat man of this podcast.
Okay.
Of life. 1% of us will make it to the league. It's a very small percentage.
I was going to say, you don't think it's a smaller percentage than that?
I'm just rounding up.
Okay, they're rounding up.
Because it is a point something.
I'm like, it has to be less than 1.
We're going to make it to the league. Only 1%. So just because you thought all the Jelly fam should make it, 1% of them, smaller, since it's just that small group, are going to make it.
Did any of them make it to the league?
I can't remember. I just only remember 2 members. It was him and then this dark-skinned person that was a short point guard too. Mm-hmm. And I want to say he went to Minnesota. So he ain't really do too much either.
Okay.
And it's just like, they're
college.
short point guards. They're not going to do that. the way
no
the
one's
game
looking
is,
for y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, no. They were good and great for the moment that they created.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had the expectation for him to make it to the league, you're just a fan.
Yeah, and you probably shouldn't bet.
Which is sad to say because, you know, you don't want to give people the doubt and say, like, you're not going to accomplish your goals.
Mm-hmm.
I would never tell you you're not going to make it to the league.
Yeah, no, that's just being an
tell
asshole.
you that. But if I have my opinion, I'll keep that one to myself because I know how passionate people are about something that they've put a lot of time into.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's one of them opinions you keep to yourself until they ask you for it.
Yes. And even when you ask me, I might still not want to tell you. Just to not hurt your feelings. I'm good.
I have to get that. I have to get that discernment. Because you don't ask, don't tell. But if you ask, I'm going to tell everything. I don't have that discernment yet.
Okay. It is hard because sometimes you do just want to tell them off. Like, bro, come on, man. I feel like sometimes it's disrespectful to even ask my opinion when you know the type of person I am and how my views typically end up.
But that's why they ask you because they should want the real.
I hate a delusional nigga that asks you knowing how you probably gonna respond and you respond that way and they still get hurt.
Fuck them. Them the people I go fuck them to. Deal with your feelings in your car. You knew you shouldn't have came over here.
Oh boy, I do think it's great that college players can make money from their likeness and image, and I do think that it should be there because a lot of them will not make it to the next level.
Right, 100%.
So I'm not against it. I'm also not for it because I do see people that only just do it for the bread, which is cool. A lot of us ain't got bread going to college anyway.
Right.
But you still have this huge opportunity to try to get to the next level. Take advantage of it. Why do you only want to average why are you okay with just riding the bench because you get paid $50K just to be a part of this big ass school? Like, I just don't get accepting not being the best that you can be.
Oh, niggas gonna settle.
Yeah.
One thing an American person is going to do is settle.
Yeah.
Once they see something that's too big or they feel like they can't get it, they gonna settle. Why try to go to the league and go put in these extra workouts and actually pay attention and practice when I can do the minimum and still put money in my pocket?
Do you think that people that go to college, do you think that they complain too much?
People in general or hoopers?
People that go to college. People that's gone to college and finished. Do that. So you know how people that have kids have this mindset that if you don't have kids, why you ain't rich yet?
Yeah, why your life don't suck?
Do you have this mindset for people that have a degree or went to college and finished? Nigga, I ain't go to college, but I'm out here still.
No, that ain't me. That's ignorant, especially depending on what you went to college for.
Okay.
Like if you went to college for some shit like in demand and you still can't get a job, yeah, bro. So what the fuck is you doing?
Do you know people that have this mindset that people that went to college they better fucking figure it out or have a job? Like why you unemployed, nigga? Or
50-50. Because college ain't no for sure like. You know, you can major in anything and then you finish and then you get a job or at least a decent job. Like I'll even say the vast majority of them degree programs won't turn out a decent investment or a good return on your investment.
Do you know that people beef about majors, the majors that they choose to pursue? Like they
beef for other people?
Yeah, like there's a major Olympics. Like people shame you for what you choose to major in college.
Sounds like America.
Yeah.
So, like, nigga, you majoring in physical education.
Yeah.
It's like, well, our children in this country are fat. So I'm finna go learn this.
Some niggas gotta be gym teachers.
Some niggas gotta be the gym teachers, bro.
Oh man.
So yeah, no,
I was an art major.
Yeah.
So people look down. Some of those people that do that shit, they'll look down on my degree.
100%.
And
I ain't gonna hurt you. Even I'll clown you for that.
Yeah, but you see what I'm doing, man.
Oh no, you killing that shit. Now go find me 20 more people like you.
It's not. It's not.
So I definitely, nigga, you paid 50 racks to learn Photoshop, yo, dumbass.
And his post made me just go through a whole fucking little, what's it called, down memory lane of my time in college, and I was like, man, would you have ever guessed that I have a minor in social media?
I wouldn't have guessed you had a minor.
Would you ever guess that my major once was accounting?
I can see you doing something business wise, business admin, some shit like that.
Would you ever guess that my minor before social media was I was an accounting major, and then I also was minoring in music.
Okay, the fuck was you trying to do?
Cause one thing your ass gonna do is tell somebody you classically trained.
Right.
When I was in college, I was in the music group, and I was just learning all the middleman shit you could do to make this more affordable for yourself.
Right.
Pursuing music. So I started getting into graphic design on my own from making t-shirts and shit for us. And then that went into, I'm learning how to teach. I'm teaching myself how to make beats because I don't like the beats that's on YouTube for us.
Right.
And so I was like, well, let me go ahead and actually learn the science and music theory instead of just figuring it out and letting YouTube teach me how to use the computer instead.
YouTube is a terrible music teacher.
And so I've always been in choir my whole life. I just never paid attention in choir when we learned how to read music.
Mm-hmm.
So,
now, did your choir actually was like y'all actually had the music on sheets to like learn or like because our choir
they would teach us. I would mute. Sleep. Let me know when we start singing again.
Oh yeah, we just have to follow the director.
No,
hey, this is how the song sounds. We finna gig out a song, sing it back.
Nah, hell no. I was Nick Cannon for sure in drumline.
Okay, T Miles.
And then so I was like, let me fucking do this shit. So I'm learning, and it's not hard. I just didn't care to fucking listen when I was younger.
Right.
And I had it was big ass book that I try to keep all my life because I feel like if I don't finish this shit, at least I'll have this book to always go to because I feel like the book just told me in a pretty simple way how to read music.
Right.
Fucking lost it when I moved back home from college. But long story short, I was a minor in music. And then I transferred it over when I switched my degree from accounting to graphic design and switched it to social media because my focus changed.
Now, what drove you out of accounting?
I took accounting 101. That was the hardest shit in my life. I didn't even go to I stopped going to classes.
Damn.
I went to the first class, tried to do the first assignment. I was like, huh? And I just withdrew from it.
That's how I was with calculus or pre-calculus.
Nah.
I only signed up because this girl I was trying to get up with signed up for it. Got through the first week. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get her and pass pre-calc, nigga. This shit lit. Next week, nigga, hey, I'm out.
Hell no.
I'm out, gang.
I cried about this shit too. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm quitting. I feel like I'm accepting defeat. I'm like, nah, this shit hard as hell.
Oh God,
and I know I don't want to actually do this. I'm like, bro, am I finna do this for pride and ego, or I'm really finna just figure out what I actually want to do? Because music was fun to me at that time. I was having a lot of fun with music. I was like, that ain't a career though.
Yeah, no.
I still want to make money and have a job.
No, music classes are something you go to when you were a kid because they're really boring.
Yeah.
Learning music is fucking boring.
It's very boring.
Extremely boring. That's why you put your kids in there early. Because as long as you making noise, you're gonna enjoy the shit that you're doing. Mm-hmm. It would pain me to have to play hot cross buns now.
Yeah. But what people don't know is how much fucking work I was doing in college until they learned my story after they see all the awards I received from that school, from all the work that they know that I did at their university.
Right.
When I was a freshman, you have to take a placement exam.
Mm-hmm.
So you just pretty much they get a test of where you're at, your baseline as far as education
right.
from high school.
I took one of those.
So I passed out of having to take math, which is why accounting was my thing. Like I was really good with math.
Right.
Passed out of math, didn't have to take any of those courses. Passed out of having to take a foreign language because I did a test for Spanish, and I only just had to do English. So I didn't have to do those preliminary general ed classes that all freshmen have to do. So I pretty much was already taking classes in my major my freshman year.
Well, damn.
And so in doing so, I was already ahead in getting that major so some people can double major, triple major, because they have the time to do so.
Right.
And I didn't know about those things, so I was just doing what I had to do, just sufficing the accounting degree. So by the time my sophomore year came, it was fall semester, and I took accounting 101. I was like, yeah, this ain't it. And so I chose graphic design just from me being exposed to it with the whole 2020 shit, making T-shirts. Excuse me. And I pretty much didn't want to be a super senior, which is you graduate in 5 years instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, what do I have to do? And they said, well, you got to do a bunch of fucking classes to graduate still in 4 years, it's only a bunch to people that didn't have the head start that I had with not having to take classes.
Right.
So pretty much I was doing 18 credit hours instead of 12, which is 2 extra classes.
That's what I said. That's only 2-3 extra classes.
Yeah, but I was doing it for 3 semesters. So while being the hoop star while being a mentor on campus, while also doing an EP, while also I was doing a lot of shit, and I was the hardest working student worker there. I made the most bread of any student worker that was at that school because I was doing 3 jobs. I had to do this job where I was working with kids and going over to teach them shit in lower income communities. And then I was also working my 2 jobs on campus, which was my internship that I had to do to graduate, and also working as a student worker in the sports department. So I was working very fucking hard to graduate in 4 years.
Yeah, I was going through it. When I was in the military, they used to always try to do the whole college and military debate thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we only do a lot on paper.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take this job over college any day of the week.
You don't have to do what I did.
Even just doing half of what you did was more than what I did.
Oh, okay.
On the day-to-day work type shit, though, not overall job description. But day-to-day work, we ain't do shit.
Would you say that like just basic training is the most?
Basic training wasn't even hard. Basic training is a mental game. Like, it's all mental. It's not really hard. Like, if you had to go through basic training again at like your 4-year mark in the military, like niggas will breeze through that shit. Like, it's not hard. It's just a mental thing because you gotta think 2-3 weeks in the boot camp. Just last month, you was probably in the hood doing hood shit. Mm-hmm. It's a change.
Do you genuinely feel like I'm the strong friend?
The who?
The strong friend.
To your friends, yeah.
Do you view me as that, not attached to hearing what my friends say, like how you perceive me?
Yeah, I would see that. It's just that I don't perceive people like the strong friend, but like I would perceive you as being like a strong, dominant person. So like if you came out and was like, oh, I'm the strong friend, or it got hinted like that, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Going through that whole just my 4 years in college, it just seems normal to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see myself as a strong friend. I just feel like you have to do those things to be successful.
100%.
I just don't think I could have done any of that any other way.
You don't really have a choice.
You don't get to get you're not chosen to be the highest honored student at that school if you don't do stuff like that.
100%.
And I didn't do it for that. I didn't even know that award existed. I was doing it because I feel like I had to do this.
That's funny, being a hard worker because you feel like you had to, or because it's just in you.
I mean, if you want to also put out an EP while also being the best basketball player that you could be at your time, like what else can you do?
Right.
You got to just do it.
And you ain't on drugs too, so that helps a lot.
Not being on drugs?
Yeah, man, it helps a lot. Drugs take time.
Some people use the drugs to do the stuff.
That's what they tell you.
Oh, okay.
That's all lies.
That don't help be productive?
No, it can help, but it still takes time.
I be needing drugs to go to sleep.
Yeah, but those don't take time.
Okay. Maybe we talking about 2 different drugs. What's next? Okay, so what is this?
Are we saving rich homie for the free?
Yes.
Okay.
We can do it right now.
Aww.
I was gonna ask Butter.
Yeah, let's ask Butter.
Questions.
Yeah, man, let's save it. Let's say that one for the free.
Okay. So, did you see that the social media was body shaming Big Sean?
Yeah, I seen that. They said he got a DBL.
DBL?
A dick Brazilian lift.
No, they say he got a BBL.
Yeah,
They
man,
said
he got a
his
DBL.
abs sculpted.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, the ab sculpting would be BBL, and then the dick thing would be DBL. My bad.
You just want a
I just want a DBL.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I seen that. What's your take on it? Because Big Sean always been a smaller, skinny dude, and he just looked like a small, skinny cut nigga to me now.
Okay, so have you seen the pictures?
I haven't gave it an extensive look.
Let me try to pick it up real quick.
Just browsing it, I'm like, Big Sean looked like Big Sean to me. He just looked cut.
Yeah, so he definitely always had. You feel me? He was cut. He just was skinny though.
Exactly.
Now
he was
some meat on him. He's still skinny, but he just got way more meat than we've ever really seen Big Sean have.
I'm looking at it here on Essence.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't look Photoshop or anything. Just to make sure we're looking at the same picture.
That is scary.
Yeah, that's weird.
He looks constipated.
He's a clone.
You think he's cloned?
He's cloned. They cloned him. They cloned Big Sean.
Man, I think Big Sean going through it.
Man, they cloned him, man.
You don't give me Big Sean listener type as far as his music.
I'll listen at it.
Okay, so he dropped the album.
I was gonna click on it today, but I didn't.
I didn't either. But I did listen to other podcasters talk about the album, and they don't think it's good. And it's very mental health-ish like. It's very much in his mental health bag.
Right.
But they think he's too monotone, too boring.
I was gonna say Big Sean can't get that album. He too corny.
Well, they said monotone and boring.
Well, and then that gives off the corny tone.
Okay.
Like if Carlton Banks was cool at rapping, it'd be Big Sean.
Okay. So I was already like, cool, I don't gotta listen to it then.
Right.
I don't like that monotone bag from him because he's been like that for me for a minute now.
That's his bag.
And so, looking at this picture, I'm not body shaming. I think that was weird.
I think it looks different.
I think he looks sick. I think he's giving, I'm going through depression or sadness, and it's showing in my body.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever seen somebody look like what they go through, what they're going through.
Yeah.
That's what that's giving.
I don't like saying it gives BBL because that's just mean and ignorant.
Like when you're not eating, and so your body is just eating at itself.
Just doing shit.
It's just doing shit. Like,
See, I've only seen that. Like, if he got skinny from this picture, I could see that. But yeah, that looks. I don't know what the fuck that looks like. Cause look at his arms.
Yeah.
Like, look at his forearms. Like, not like his upper arms, but his lower arms.
Yeah.
They look like chicken wings. And then you got this big brolic chest going on.
I just feel like he should have kept the music to put that on the back burner.
That don't even look like Big Sean. Like, these niggas look like two different niggas in the face.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. They probably cloned him. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's probably the first clone they fucked up. They probably cloned my nigga.
Oh,
but
man.
that looks crazy. How we feel about men getting BBLs, man?
Hey, God gave us free will. I personally just don't care what men do. It's just jokes to me when I do the whole weird and all shit.
Right.
I don't care what a lot of people do if it's not hurt or harming others. I don't really care.
I would definitely get a
But to be funny, I will give a take.
right.
Men
I'll
that
get
get
one
BBLs, you're weird.
I'll get one.
You're weird.
Especially if I have fuck you money, like right now.
You know what a BBL is, right, Jonesy?
Give me the BBL.
It's a booty.
It's a bodybuilding lift. Big Sean got it.
That's not.
Yes,
no,
it is.
That's not what the
when
BBL
it's men,
is.
it's bodybuild lift.
No,
for women, it's
that's for
Brazilian butt lift.
It's booty.
No, it's not.
You can't. What are you lifting on your body?
The body.
What parts? What parts are they typically lifting then?
The body.
So you don't even know.
The upper body.
BBL is
Right.
a Brazilian butt lift.
Okay.
So if you say a man got a Brazilian butt lift, that's what he got. And there's no other way to flip it.
Okay, he has a BTL. A Brazilian torso lift.
Okay.
Give me the
But the
BTL.
torso is not lifted. It's sunken in.
That looks like they lifted and then it like fell in a little bit somewhere. Like a souffle. A souffle went bad. That's what that looks like.
Well,
Cause it's just that little side, like his left side. Like that's the only thing that's really like.
I mean, the right look like it too. It's just we can't see
Well, yeah,
that
the
part.
right, but we looking at it from it'll be his left, but
Are
our
we
right.
body shaming because we're trying to?
I'm just telling him he looks different. I think this Black King looks amazing, first of all, but his body does look different.
No, I'm not going to say he looks amazing.
Looks amazing. Big Sean, you look
I don't
amazing.
agree with that. I think he just looks like Big Sean, but he does look constipated. He does look like he has the shit.
He does look a little uptight. And shout out my nigga Big Sean, man. We out here, boy. He does it.
I was at my friend's family gathering yesterday. Okay. And they had played softball. I didn't play in the first game because I just thought, boo. I don't.
You was too cool. Yeah, too cool for school.
But I was playing that little game where you throw the sack in the little hole and shit.
Cornhole.
Yeah, that.
Fucking square.
That was my first time ever playing it. That shit was fun as hell.
I was finna say, how's that your first term? But you ain't never been to prison.
Yeah.
They play it in prison.
Gratefully.
Prisoners love that shit. Cornhole.
That shit fun as hell.
It is.
I didn't think I was gonna have that much fun.
You should play with prisoners. I promise you would enjoy it.
I know. See, I still want to win and be. If you're experienced, I don't play against you, because I did learn that the more I kept playing it, the better I got.
Right.
So if you've been playing it, and that's all you get to do every day,
that's all they get to do.
No, thank you.
My nigga
whip my ass.
Gee, my nigga be doing that shit because you know how you got to underthrow and it's a little distance, bro. He be all net and shit. Yeah,
I'm going to be hot. You gonna see it on me. I'm hot.
This man be finger roll.
But that shit was fun as fuck. And so then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling confident. Let me go play softball.
Oh God.
And I would like to say I was MVP of our game. I played first baseman.
Right.
Getting niggas out.
You was playing with a glove?
No.
Okay.
And I did hit every fucking time and sent people home and landed on base and got home. Never got out.
Okay, so you did get real hits.
Yes. And I would like to say that I think we all should play softball more often.
We should.
It was a lot of fun.
We was trying to set up a big softball game in like 2016 because Gary got that's hella banned and shit. So we was trying to set up a softball game. Niggas ain't want to do it. You know, niggas don't like having fun. We just like shooting each other.
It was fun, man.
Nah, softball fun as shit.
If you like to shoot each other, then we should play dodgeball.
No. Let's play dodge gun.
No.
That's what they do.
No.
That's why I'm shitty that dodgeball league you tagged me in was on Saturday. I'm like, bro.
I was going to go. I was being funny because it was some gay shit.
Oh, no, I was being real. Go. I definitely would have went. On my mama, I would have went. I'm like, if we switch to pod recording days to Saturdays, that's doable. I'll go play some dodgeball, some gay niggas. I love
dodgeball. I feel like I'm going to be ass when I jump right back into it. But I
love gay niggas.
Kid. Cool. Cool. But the thing that I loved about going to my homie's family thing is, one, I asked him, is this something that you created with your wife, or was this something that your family typically does when y'all come together, y'all just barbecue and hang out?
Right.
And he was like, nah, this is something that I asked them all to do. This is my homie that just got married.
Right.
And he asked his whole side of the family to come together, get barbecue and shit. He was like, nah, this is what I asked them all to do, because they all try to blame it on Big Grandma, but Big Grandma dead.
Right.
And they say that she's the reason. She wanted us all to come together and do stuff, so we'll do it for her. But since she gone, we just don't come together no more.
Right.
So he said, that's all an excuse. Bring y'all ass. And they did. It was great. It was cool. Love was in the air. And I started just thinking about like all the other family dynamics out there that don't come together. Because I know why my family doesn't. Right. I got my idea. But why do you have family events and stuff that gets put on and people actually show up for, and it's a good time and not conflicts?
Yeah. Well, okay. Conflicts a little different. Okay. But the conflicts only really happen at the summer link ups. Like, you know, 4th of July, probably count on some cousins fighting. But anything else, niggas come together and do that shit. I think I would like to do it more though. At least like with like my sector of like my family, like my age group. Yeah. Cause we at that age now where it's like, nigga, our parents ain't over us linking. Yeah. If our parents want to go link, they actually do this shit now. My mom be hanging out with her cousins all the time, and it's just them. And they can do that now because we grown as hell. So I'm like, shit, them niggas linking. Like we should at least, you know, do like a brunch once a month, some shit. Like I should see y'all more than just seeing y'all at funerals or just helping somebody move or helping the old folks move because it's time for them to move or some shit. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm starting to head to.
I think that I just keep cracking the code on certain stuff of why it doesn't happen anymore. But like me and Lizzie was talking about like, she doesn't like when she has like an accomplishment and when someone only shows up for just to celebrate it instead of being present during her journey.
During the grind, yeah.
Get to that accomplishment. And I agree. That's how I feel about a lot of stuff. And I no longer invite people to come to celebrate if you weren't there when I was grinding.
Right.
And so I started thinking about like less people came to baby showers, less people came to graduations and trunk parties. And maybe it's because they're not a part of the journey, so they feel disconnected and they don't feel as if. Because I already feel like people don't care about bringing gifts anymore.
100%.
They
Niggas coming to eat and talk shit.
Just to use your shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think people just actually genuinely probably do feel disconnected from the person and their accomplishment because they weren't there during the journey.
Right.
And I don't think people can communicate that that's why I'm not showing up to your shit. I don't feel connected to you, and just because we're blood, I already don't want to bring a gift.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'll be showing up to your shit.
That's an interesting conversation to have.
I think a lot of us don't know how to communicate, put things to words that will show that it's not anything against you.
Right. It's not a problem.
Yeah, it's not. I don't have any problem with you. This is just how
it is.
I internally feel when I actually do reflect, but I can't put it into words so that you can tell that I don't have any bad intentions.
Right. I feel that.
But that comes with education, but people don't want to read and write.
Words don't mean things, bro. Words don't mean things. So we can't talk to each other. Mm-hmm. That'd be the most frustrating shit. I feel like that's the reason why a lot of even romantic relationships fail. It's like, y'all, if only one of y'all is smart, only one of y'all can read, y'all know what shit talking about. Y'all not finna talk to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all not finna communicate with each other. Y'all gonna talk to each other and talk at each other, but y'all not gonna be able to communicate with each other.
And you're not gonna also comprehend that it's no hard feelings. Or it's just a principle. Or like it's just more than what the fuck you keep trying to interpret it to be. It's not that.
You ain't show up with a gift, you hate me, you mad, and we gotta fight after the next family link up.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's always the worst. I have a pet peeve with people thinking of the worst of me. Mm-hmm. When I've shown you that I'm not that. So why did your mind go to there?
And why does it stay there?
Why does it stay there after I
was going to say, it stays there even after you show them what's up. And that's why I get called mean a lot of times. Because once that happens to me, now I don't mind being an asshole to you. Because you don't appreciate me.
Yeah.
And not appreciating me, people, all right, bro. Like, people think not appreciating is like, oh, I buy all this stuff for you and I do all this stuff for you and you don't give it back. Mm-hmm. No, bro. Appreciating me is just letting me be and understanding and talking to me. Mm-hmm. That's literally all you got to do. So once you don't do that, it's up. And you can't understand or communicate or, fuck with me if you don't know what words and shit mean. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Or a problem can be created. I shouldn't say it's going to be a problem, but a problem can be created from that. And that's what I said.
Through all of these Patreons, I feel like I keep repeating myself or just having the same conversation with a different face about not being appreciated. Mm-hmm. And I think I really fucking, like, if anything, I want to feel that. If I know that I've been an influence in your life, I want to feel appreciated. And if I'm not feeling appreciated, I'm thrown off from the relationship. I think that's my conclusion, that of what I've been concluding from my conversations with people through the talks we just had last pod, the talk that I had with Scooty and Dupree, and then just all of these Patreons. I've just been reflecting on. Like, I think I don't like feeling unappreciated.
That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah,
especially when you open yourself up to be vulnerable in the process too, and you don't get a boy. That's why some people crash out in their relationships.
Yeah. It ain't
as the kids say. Nothing at all.
You know I have a podcast. Why don't you share it? If you don't share it, please tell me it's because you don't like it. Because I know you see it. Why don't you share it?
Or at least tell me you don't listen to it because it's not your flavor. Hey, bro, y'all talking that healthy mental health shit. I don't listen to it. Let me know. Cool, bro. That's good enough for me, bro. But you on this motherfucker, man, I support everybody podcast. And if you got a podcast, I'll fuck with it. And then mine's the one that gets skipped over. But I'm not supposed to feel unappreciated.
I see you post. It's when we have a conversation about it and you give all these reasons that don't connect to what you're actually doing on your social media. So like, man, I don't be seeing your shit. Or man, I don't like to post stuff like that y'all be talking about on my thing. It'd be laughs and kikis. But then I'll see you one day post something serious as fuck that B. Simone and said. Mm-hmm.
This is real.
Yeah.
I can relate to this. I ain't never been in the same state as B. Simone a day in their life.
Now, I don't have expectations for people to support me.
Right.
It's dope. It's cool. It's consistent. It's good. even if you don't like serious shit, there's a lot of funny shit that we post, a lot of stupid shit we post.
100%.
I ain't ever seen you even engage with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like my daddy shared condoms. Like, you don't want to share that? That's funny. That's funny.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't get that shit either, bro. Because niggas will put. Oh, I had to stop that thought for a minute. But yeah, I don't get it. Because we'll have like talking points and point of views of like the same. It wouldn't even be a podcast. It'll just be random people that'll. Let me divert to another talking point. Have you been seeing? I'm gonna use air quotes here. These fake podcasts, where it's like people have set up all this shit, and then give a spiel or a take on something.
Depends, because I feel like I've seen things where it's not an actual pod; they're just making content. But
okay, so we're on the same page.
Okay,
how do you feel about that?
That's
outside of it just being content. Like stage and podcast style content.
It depends on what they're mocking. Is it mocking?
No,
they're being serious
content. Yeah, okay, they're making content.
I see people mock podcasters.
No,
and I see people just have a mic in front of them to amplify their voice, but they're not podcasting.
No, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a reference when we wrap up. But
okay,
no, they're stage and podcast content.
I don't know how to feel because I got to see it to know exactly what you mean.
You familiar with the R&B Money podcast, right?
Yes.
Now, imagine if my cousin Janae made a talking piece of content like that. Like she set it up and produced it in that way.
How they pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she just telling niggas to do better in life or some shit. Type shit. Motivational talk type shit. Like, yeah, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? That is funny. Because you can't stop it because it's on the speaker.
Yeah, I do need to answer that. So keep going.
But yeah, no, I just wanted your take on stuff like that. Because I can point out at least 3 people that do it. And this ain't a diss. I'm just confused at why that's
okay,
like the
I'll
content
bleep the
that's
name
produced.
out and you just tell me so I can put a face to it so I can try to visualize it.
You be doing a bad job at censoring stuff too.
How?
Because you don't censor the audio. You just put a bleep over it.
Because you don't know what was said.
I can hear clear as day on the pod when I said Vice Lord and you're supposed to bleep it. And I hear it says boo, but it still says Vice Lord in it.
What?
It was when we potted with Aaliyah, I think.
I mute the audio and I just have the bleeps. So there's no way to hear it.
That one wasn't.
Well, the thing with Aaliyah, I remember blurring your hand stuff. I don't recall bleeping your audio.
No, you bleeped it, but you let the audio, the speaking part still run over it.
Oh, okay. Well, then that must have been a mishap.
Okay, that was I was gonna say, this nigga, he's still trying to throw me to the wolves. Let me just bring this shit up, man. Let me go see if I could do a quick what's the name and bringing it up. Because it looks just like they set up for a podcast. Like how we just went through this whole little spiel of setting this stuff up to shoot our podcast. They do this shit for goddamn 8 minutes of content. Oh, here it is. Let me see it. Let me mute this. Because we can just play it we can play it here. Like this. This is not a podcast.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with it.
See, and this isn't even the best of the best idea that I can give you. That was just the quickest.
It depends on what the take is. I care more about the take than the aesthetic.
I think I care more about the why.
I just don't think you need to have a mic in front of you. You could just put like...
You can get a Rode mic or just sit close enough to the camera.
I get it.
Because even in what I just showed you, I'm like, you're close enough to the camera where you don't need a mic.
I don't care about that shit, to be honest. It's just the take really I care about.
I feel it. I be focusing on the why. I don't like fake stoicism or stoicism, if that's the thing. Like niggas who produce content to seem more woke. That's the shit I don't like. Especially when I know you in real life.
If I know you, then I get it. Like I don't get it. But if I don't know you, then I don't have that opinion.
They must have deleted it. Nope, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not a podcast.
Wait, I thought they did.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's why
I don't know
like,
what to say about it though.
Like, what is the why? Like, I just want to know people's why behind producing. Okay, that's a better direct question. Like, why did you produce the content in this way? Like, why didn't you stand in front of the camera and do this outside? Or why didn't you try to deliver it in a more personal way versus setting it up to look like a podcast?
I don't personally think people have the range to creatively strategize their content to make every piece of it make sense.
Okay.
And they'll just do the quickest, easiest concept.
Okay.
I just think it's not that much. It's not that deep. Like, I'm in meetings where we completely think out campaigns, photo shoots, the why, and what we think this should garner. I don't think people have the education and the range to even just sit and just talk about those things.
Oh, that's assuring. That's very assuring.
We hold people to standards that they cannot amass because they don't have the education.
I just had a conversation with a rapper like that, or about that, and I'm like, bro, coming up with a campaign is a very like deeply thought out process. This ain't some shit that we go, okay, you want to do this? We finna do this in 3 days, and then we're done. I'm like, that's not how a campaign works.
I just wrapped up a campaign with the company I work for.
And how long was it?
Like building.
Like, how long was you in the campaign for?
I wasn't a part of the photography, the photo shoot. My manager did that, but she gave me her vision and her work, her art direction, and I had to basically plus up the photography, which is instead of we just posting the photos that she figured, like that she conceptualized, it's for our fall collection of products.
Right.
And so we gave it a fall thematic, and she put the products on like piles of leaves and just try to make it real autumn-like.
Right.
And so I had to figure out how to now create some graphic assets that pluses us up. Like, so how do I animate this? How do I put this somewhere other than just putting some words on the photo?
Right.
Like, I think we created a name for the collection, copy for it, for how it, like, you know, when you put out an email, the subject, the body copy,
all that shit matters.
All those things matter. We have copywriters that write up the copy for us, and we work in collab to make sure that it makes sense for the art that we have it in conjunction with the copy. Like, it's a whole fucking process, and I think we did this in a short amount of time, so we didn't have a lot of time to
She brought you in at day one?
No.
Okay.
I was brought in without knowing I was going to be a part of this. But I've been a part of almost every collection that we've done since one of our employees left.
Right.
And I've been killing them. So I think they just keep putting me a part of these collections.
And they might as well hire you for to go ahead and give you that extra, you know.
I mean, that's a every year thing that we discuss. But I think they are paying attention. I'm really fucking good with these collections.
Oh, okay. Do your thing, Big Thurm.
I think I'm really good with creative strategizing. I think I'm really fucking good with creative strategy.
Facts. I would agree. What else we got on the docket, gang?
Last thing I want to talk about is, because we
hoes.
do have to do another shoot. Really soon.
Yeah. I was finna say, we right there.
The last thing I want to talk about is, damn, it was in my head while we was talking too. Excuse me, sorry.
Damn, I finally got this payment. I got stressed out for $75 in the last 4 days.
That's tough.
A real estate client.
Oh, that's tough.
That's why it's pissing me off. If it was a rapper, cool, it's understandable. Little chef or something, or a fucking little goddamn driver or some shit. Okay, cool. Bro, you in real estate. You finna stress me out over $75. Stop playing with me. That's a water bill. It's the damn grass getting cut. Like, stop playing with me, bro. But we're here.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to wrap up on. Do I want to be light or not?
Especially with the Patreon. How we want to wrap. I can't wait to talk about Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace, first of all.
Yeah, we shot the Patreon before we shot the episode with Butter.
I was gonna say, why you Butter?
That was real proper.
Butter.
Yeah, maybe we can just wrap it up. It was this wild ass news that I saw, but I don't want to end with something so deep like this heavy.
What happened? Just read the headline.
All I know is her name. Her name is Giselle Pellicott, and it was just breaking news that her husband has been raping her for the past 10 years, allowing men to have sex with her after drugging her. And it was a whole community that he found online that he said, who wants in on my wife? And they all was like, me. And
yeah, we should say that one for the free. Maybe next week.
Yeah, next week I have to do way more research because this just happened and we just got it. There's a lot of
I would definitely like to look in and talk about that. Okay, that's crazy.
Yes,
because why not just pimp her out?
It's a whole trend right now going on TikTok of just women hashtagging not all men because that's what the conversation started to be from this case. Because it was a lot of men that raped her through that chain of online community her husband found them on. It was like over 100 men.
That is insane.
And a lot of them are still alive. Only one has died. This is all stuff that I'm getting from Twitter, so I have to do research.
What the fuck is going on?
They said like, and a lot of these men they don't think it's rape. They think it's consensual. And he had like rules and shit like, hey, you can't wear a perfume and you can't like smoke or anything when you're having sex with her. And I got to figure out his reason for why. But I'm assuming he just didn't want her to have any like consciousness when she is over the drugs of what was happening to her.
Right.
Because I feel like she was unconscious enough to where she doesn't know that these things were happening to her at all.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's a lot that I got to research. But
yeah,
currently right now on Twitter, they're hashtagging not all men, but saying that only men say not all men. And women are trying to tell you that they had used this great analogy. And they were like, because men be like, well, we aren't all like this. Right? That's the conversation that men are having in response to this case. And now women are saying hashtag not all men, but, and giving their butt to contradict that. And so a great analogy was...
they probably going crazy.
They are.
They probably going crazy with that one.
This man actually put this analogy out, and he was just like, if you saw a snake, you immediately are going to defend yourself, regardless of knowing the fact that not all snakes are poisonous. Majority of snakes aren't poisonous.
100%.
But immediately you're in fight or flight mode if you see a snake.
Right.
And so that whole not all snakes is not a thing that you would put when you're right here in front of a snake. And so to tell women to not be alarmed or hesitant when they're around any type of men, they don't know them or they know them, and to tell them that they shouldn't be on edge because it's not all men that are like this,
right,
is weird, especially knowing that she's probably experienced a life full of harm by men.
Right.
You've experienced life harm from men.
100%.
And so yeah, it's been a conversation going on right now stemming from this case.
Yeah, I don't even like when niggas know I'm at home because of men.
Bro,
I'll be kick my door in. Like, I don't want you to know I'm here.
Yeah. So yeah,
they probably going crazy with that one.
Yeah. So
not all men, but every woman has a story of sexual assault.
Yes.
1,000 retweets.
So we'll save this topic after
let's run this back.
Get more research, and we'll say this for the next Patreon.
Because I would think if you would be on that, just pimp your wife out. Ethically pimp your wife out. Like, you don't gotta. Like, why you gotta hurt her?
I gotta figure.
I gotta do more research.
I gotta figure it out.
This ain't making sense.
Yeah. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment. Well, you can only find us on YouTube. I might post the audio on Patreon too, just for my audio people. I'll post the audio too. Thank you for being here. Again, this is how things will go for the remainder of season 6. 2 episodes a week, Tuesday, Friday. You gotta get the Friday episode on Patreon only. So yeah,
you can listen to that when you bored at work, bro. Spend a little $5-10, bro. It's Friday. You ain't got nothing to do. Listen to the Patreon. Clubbies.
All right. Peace out.
Deuces.
For all our real supporters out there, we do have 2 tiers of memberships. The first one is you a club member, and it's $4.99 a month. And then the second one is you a VIP member, and you have access to every single thing that we provide on our Patreon for $8.99 a month.
Because I'm going to be giving it up on Patreon, bro. When y'all be approaching me and y'all think I'm the relationship podcast out of the other dumb shit, if you want my real takes on that type of shit, you got to come to the Patreon.